about it. Don't talk about it. Be about it. If you real, show say about it. Don't talk about it. Be about it. If you real, show say about it. Don't talk about it. Be about it. If you real, show say about it.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Y'all know it's Friday night. Hanging out with your girl, Dr. Yo, and her brother, co-host. Oh, none other than little brother Steph is in the building.
How y'all doing?
Listen.
Fitness in the building.
Yay. Look, we excited tonight. We have a special guest on tonight. Special guest. And we want to introduce to y'all none other. But we got in the building, Miss Sunshine. Y'all give it up for Miss Sunshine. Woo! Y'all better give it up. Give it up. Woo!
Miss Sunshine.
Miss Sunshine in the building. Lord have mercy. You all right, Miss Sunshine?
Of course I am.
Miss Sunshine.
I am just perfectly fine. I'm sitting in between two wonderful, wonderful people. So I'm beyond fine.
Yes.
What is another word that I can
You
use?
can use great. You can use ecstatic.
Okay.
You can use.
That's what I was looking for. Totally ecstatic.
I had to look at my wife, man. Did I say anything? But
That's in
man,
a good way. Yeah, I'm happy to be here
Man.
between two wonderful people.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let me tell y'all how I met this wonderful lady. I was going to HEB. I had to pick up some stuff for the kids. And this lady came out of nowhere. She was just she said, "Hey, how you doing?"
Boo.
She said, "You have pretty eyes." I had my mask on. I'm telling you, I started laughing. She said, "Hey, I have a business. It's Memphis Style Wings." And at that time, I was getting ready to get on my shreds. So I was like, first, I was like,
Uh-oh.
I don't need no wings. But after that, I was like, let me go ahead and taste these wings. She was saying, hey, it's the
What
best.
you say?
She said, these wings are the best. Now, how she convinced me was, it was one of the workers from HEB. This big old guy, he came over there, he said, he was a white guy. He came over there and said, "Man, this food is so good. I ordered it. The burger's right." I said, "Okay." I said, "I'm gonna try you out." I told her I was gonna try out. So my baby, she wanted something to eat, and I was like, "Hey, we're gonna try out this place." And she ended up coming over. She delivers herself. I said, "Man, you hustling. You out there promoting."
That's hustling flow, baby.
And you delivering yourself. So I'm gonna tell you how good God is. You don't know who you talking to. You can't downplay anybody.
Yes.
Because all I know is I didn't know that she was somebody in Memphis. I just thought she was just somebody trying to get her business up. And so when she was in the garage and we was exchanging the finance and everything, she was saying that this thing was bigger than her.
Wow.
And when she started, telling me a little bit about her story and how she, came from Memphis to Houston, it touched me. And I said, man, everybody needs to hear her story. Everybody needs to know who this woman is, because this woman left Memphis and came to Houston to get a restart. But you don't know where she's been, where she came from. This woman right here, she had connections in Memphis, and she's a big person in Memphis. Wow. And so coming down here to Houston and just starting her restaurant, I want you to tell the people, who are you? Who are you in Memphis? And how did you get here to Houston?
Well, in Memphis, I'm known as a promoter. I was told that I was Memphis top promoter. That's what I was told by many of people. So that's who I am. I'm a promoter in Memphis, Tennessee.
Wow.
And I enjoy it. I enjoy it because, first of all, I love God.
Mm-hmm.
And then I love myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I love others. I'm a people person. I just love people.
Yes.
Wow.
And I've always been like that. Mom and Dad was people persons. They love people. So in Memphis, I am a promoter and the best promoter.
The best.
Because when I go hard. When I grind hard. I'm talking about from sun up to sundown. I've been out there promoting. And one of my biggest artists, God, I love her so much.
Take your time, take your time.
Choosy. I promoted Choosy. I'm a one person band, I would say. Because I promoted Choosy. Choosy's my daughter. I know we're not talking about Choosy right now, but
We want you to say it all.
I just thought I would mention Choosy because she is my life, my soul. And I promoted Choosy from the time she was 8 years old until she was murdered at the age of 41. I promoted my baby. It's my daughter. I promoted for other artists too, such as 3-6 Mafia. I promoted for Yo Gotti. I have promoted Young Dolph. I promoted other artists in Memphis, but Choosy was my everything. You know, I put everything into my daughter because it's like, it was amazing that when you believe in someone so much and you want them to believe in themselves, that's what I wanted for her.
Right.
Yes.
I wanted for her to believe in her. I wanted her to believe in herself as well as I believed in her.
Right.
I was like, don't nobody else have to believe in my baby.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care. As long as God and me believe in you, Choosy.
Right.
I know you can do it. And she did it. She was, ooh-wee. When I say my baby wore many hats, oh my God.
Wow.
She wore many, 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 many hats. She went from being a rapper. At the age of 8, she was writing poems. I said, baby, if you can write a poem this good, you can write a rap song. I took her into the studio. I spent over $200 and something on one song. And they got over on me, y'all. They got over on me back then. That was a lot of money to spend on one song, but she was so worth it. So I spent that money, and back then we had cassette tapes. Baby, I would walk the whole neighborhood with my baby cassette tape. Listen to my daughter, listen to my daughter. I had no car, so I had to walk.
What a mother won't do for their children.
I'm talking about from door to door. I knocked on doors and hung out with people I wouldn't normally hang out with to get them to listen to my baby. Wow. So she went from rapping to being a television host.
Wow.
She was the first youngest female artist in Memphis to have her own TV show.
Wow.
It's called Urban Showcase at the time.
Wow.
And she stayed on the air for a long time, about over 7 years.
Wow.
And from there she started writing movies. She wrote the #1 movie in Memphis called Twists of Fate.
And we have to learn to work together as a team. Because an inheritance, baby, it's not something that's just given. You have to earn it.
This hard-hitting Christian street drama is the story of two sisters who take different paths after their mother is killed.
Blue? What is he doing in here? What are you doing in my daddy's house? What is he doing in here?
What are you talking about?
You smoking with this fool in daddy's house? What's wrong with you?
Smoking here? What's the
Get
problem?
out of my house.
Don't leave. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, you should. That's what I'm talking about. You need to get out of here. Are you losing your mind? Do you know who this is? I know him.
You are embarrassing me. I'm
that's what I'm
grown.
talking about. You ain't grown right
Yes, I
now.
am. What's wrong
no,
with
you
you?
not. Your man. It's been gone 2 weeks. How's this your man? No. You need to get out of here right now.
I'll be out
Get
there
out
in
of
a
here.
second. Tess, talk to me. What is wrong with you?
Do you not know? I know him. What is wrong with you? He's a liar. He's a cheater. He's a manipulator. What are you doing
talking
with him?
about?
Are you crazy?
Yeah.
I'm your sister. Are you listening to me? Jealous?
Are you jealous? That's
God,
it. Yeah, pray to your God.
What you mean, pray to my God? You don't talk to me like that. You don't talk to me like that. What's wrong? I can't wait till I get this money. What you gonna do? Give it to me? You gonna take mama's money?
Let's go. Let's get out of here.
I could have had Tess, man, but I'm gonna go ahead and get that Bree, man. I'm gonna go and snatch that up.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? You my guy, though. You can get her, though. You know what I'm saying? We good.
Wow.
Oh my God. She starred in the movie. She filmed 50% of the movie with her movie camera. She was something serious. She would film, write, act. She was the main character.
Wow.
They call her female Tyler Perry. My baby was compared to Tyler Perry. That's amazing.
Wow,
Yes.
that is amazing.
Yeah. So she went from writing movies to magazines. Then she decided she wanted to be a magazine editor. So she did about 3 magazines.
Wow.
And then she started on a second movie, in which I have yet to finish that movie. I'm working toward finishing that movie.
Wow.
Yeah. So I can go on and on and on. There's so much to say about Choosy. And she was a peace activist.
Wow.
Right before she was murdered, she was on the news with some other people asking people to put the guns down, stop the violence.
Yes.
She was fighting for that,
Wow.
And not even a month later, someone took my baby's life.
During his last hospital visit, Stevie Moore thought he saw signs of Choosy Parker's health improving. Moore considered Parker a protege who worked alongside him for the past 3 years trying to end the violence in Memphis.
Caught me off guard as a shock because she grabbed my hand and she was able to squeeze it and she looked up and she smiled.
Parker died on Tuesday after being shot March 18th at 2nd and George W. Lee downtown. 2 men, Alan Neal and Frank Tuggle, are charged with the crime according to Memphis police. Upgraded charges are pending following Parker's death.
It's so heartbreaking that we got to keep having these conversations.
Parker died from the same violence she dedicated her life to ending in the city. She worked alongside Moore in his campaign to stop the violence and several other anti-gun violence organizations, including Ride of Tears, a mock funeral procession.
We can't give up. We can't keep losing young lives like this. She has such a bright future.
There are plans for Parker to be laid to rest next weekend. Also, there are plans for a Ride of Tears to be done in her honor.
Wow. I mean, it's so much going on out here. Violence, gang violence, so much going on out here. And it's so amazing that you said that your daughter was one who stood up for peace.
Yes.
Advocate for peace, because that's what's needed right now.
So sweet.
Out here with so much gang violence and things going on like that, and premature deaths, from our young people who are making a stand, making an impact, because if we're not impacting lives for change, then what is our life standing for?
Exactly.
And so you being here today representing a legacy, actually, that is left behind from your daughter's death, which will actually be motivational and inspirational to so many people around the world, especially promoting peace. How has this impacted your life as a mother? And what is something that you can tell to another mother? And let me stop to say this to you from one mother to another. My sons are ex-gang members. And I thank God for the power of prayer, and my heart goes out to you from one mother to another of losing your child from gang violence, from violence, period, and so for all of us mothers that our children are coming out of that, may it be impactful to a mother such as yourself, that your child was lost in the midst of that. promoting peace for others. How has this changed your life and the course of it going forward and the loss of your daughter from this?
Well, let me clarify something or just put something on the table. First of all, my daughter was a very God-fearing woman.
Mm-hmm.
She was a very outgoing woman.
Jesus.
She loved to love people, you know, and she was not gang related, fortunately, at all. The way I understand that, I was told that she was in the way of the bullet that was meant for someone else, possibly. I don't know. But she didn't even know the person who shot her.
Jesus.
You know, and the person who shot her didn't even know her.
Jesus.
I'm gonna say that much. It has every day of my life. I'm beyond. I'm just like, it's an out of body experience.
Wow.
I just keep going and going, and I think about my grandson, who is my daughter's son. I think about my baby. I think about the fact that when she was in the hospital on her deathbed, I promised her, when the doctors told me there's nothing else they could do for her, that I had to let her go. I wrestled with that for for a long time, walking up and down the hallway, praying and crying and praying and crying. So it has impacted me to the point to where sometimes I feel numb. Sometimes excuse me, there was a time when I did not want to get out of bed. I wanted to literally die.
Right.
I thought I wanted to die. I asked God to just take me. But I thought, you know, I said, wait a minute. I promised my daughter that I was going to look out for her son. Who's going to look out for him? That's the only thing I can do for her now. I can't do nothing else for my baby. I have traveled all over so many cities. Oh my God. I had a promotion truck that I bought, and I put her picture all around the promotion truck with the beautiful rims on it. You know, I drove from city to city promoting my child by myself. So I can't do nothing else for her, but let me do this one thing for her. Let me keep my promise to her.
Wow.
And let me take care of her son, you know, and his wife and his 3 beautiful kids. You know, just guide them in the right direction, lead them in the right direction, hoping that they will become upstanding citizens, in which they have, and they are. You know, they are some serious, baby. They are. I'm so proud of those 2.
Wow.
My daughter-in-law, and they just got married a couple of weeks ago.
Wow.
Her son did. He married his childhood. How can I put this? It's
childhood sweetheart.
High school sweetheart.
I tell you, high school
sweetheart.
Yes.
And they have 3 beautiful babies. Oh my God, the best great-grand. I can't believe I'm a great-grandmother. I can still. Matter of fact, I got a basketball game with my son coming up Sunday, and I'm gonna beat him in basketball. Yeah, I'm gonna beat him in basketball. So I just want to say that her death impacted me to the point where it's just unbelievable. But I asked God for strength. The day of her homegoing, I asked God for strength. I just jumped up and screamed out in that church, and I begged and fell on my knees and said, God, give me strength. Because there's nothing else he can give. What else can I ask for?
Yeah.
I can't have her back.
Right.
Yes.
But he gave me that strength, baby. And here I am. Here I am in Texas. He gave me that strength to get up out my bed and to carry on. And believe me, it has not been easy. It hasn't been easy. But I think about her every day of my life. If I'm not dreaming about her every day, I'm thinking about her. But she always come to me and say, Mama, go to a good place in your mind. Mama, go somewhere else in your mind when I get sad.
Yeah.
And when I'm about to cry, she say, go somewhere else in your mind, Mama. It's gonna be all right. I'm in a better place, Mama. I'm just good, Mama. Don't cry. Don't do it. So I have come here to this beautiful city. Oh my God. I love Houston. I love Memphis. Don't get me wrong, Memphis, if you're listening, but I love Houston. This is my home.
Houston
this is my home.
A way of showing love.
The people here in Houston, oh my, it's like a breath of fresh air. And I needed that breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
God knows exactly what He's doing.
Change is good sometimes.
It was good this time. Amen. God knows exactly what He's doing. I met this young man right here. Oh my God. And look at me. I'm sitting in between him and lovely queen. You know, this is amazing. It's amazing.
It's amazing, y'all.
It's amazing. Nothing but God.
Yes.
And you know the thing about this is I lost my mom at the beginning of this year due to COVID. And when she passed away, I had to be strong, but I knew it was going to be a day at a time. It's going to take one day at a time.
Exactly.
And I tell people, you know, when you lose someone, you know, it's a life-changing experience.
Yes.
You're not going to get over it, you know, like I don't care if it's a year from now, 3 years from now, you're going to have your moments.
Yes.
But it reminded me of this thing called the process. And when I went through the process the first time, I didn't know it was preparing me for another process. And when you go through the process, I break it down like the P stands for pain. You have to go through some pain. You got to deal with that pain. And when you deal with that pain, it hurts. It's either going to shift you, it's going to move you, or it's going to knock you out of that spot.
Yeah.
And you're going to realign yourself.
Come on, young brother.
Come on now.
You're going to realign how you look at things.
Yes.
And then you have to overcome the situation. That was the old thing for me. And when you overcome that situation, it's bigger than you.
Yes.
If you overcome that situation, you're overcoming it from everybody else behind you. Because there's somebody out there that's like, I don't know how to deal with this pain. I don't know how to deal with the death of my son.
Exactly.
I don't know how to deal with the death of my daughter. It's different when they die from natural causes. But it's another thing when they die from somebody taking their life.
Yes.
And so you had to get over that so you can show somebody, even though I'm still dealing with this, I'm moving on. And I'm going to show you how I move on. Now, the C in process stands for criticism. You're going to be criticized about the moves and the steps that you make. People don't understand what you're doing, how you're doing, how you're moving. But it's not for you to fold up. It's for you to go to the E.
Yes.
When you elevate your way of thinking. You elevate how you do things, how you do business. And it's going to take you to the S that means success. Now, success don't mean money, but it means getting you to the designated place where you need to be. And so once you get to the designated place from Memphis to Houston, you're in the designated place right now. So you can share, so you can build, so you can help.
Exactly.
And the last S in the process stands. And I'm telling people, when you go through that process, a crisis is something that it's out of your control. But you have to start your process. Because if you don't finish the process, then you won't be able to get what God has for you at the end. You know what I'm saying? And so when I heard your story, you know, I was still in my process, dealing with my mom. My wife, there'd be times when, you know, I cry, be times where I kind of lash out. But she's dealing with that, you know, she covers me, she got me. And just hearing your story, like, wow, this lady, you know, she came down here, she started a restaurant. Tell the people what you got going for you. What else you got going for you in Houston since you've been here? Tell them about your reality show. Tell them what you got going on.
Well, actually, I started, when I first came down here, I came with U-Haul. I had a U-Haul so packed. When you open the door, I promise you, it was the biggest U-Haul ever. And when you open the door, everything would fall out. That's how stuffed it was. I was bringing stuff to my grandson and his 3 beautiful babies and his wife.
Right.
That was 2019. I'm still here, okay? So I did the U-Haul moving. Trying to do the moving company thing. So I decided one day, I said, well, look, why don't I take this truck that I bought and make it into a food truck?
Wow.
Okay, so that's in the process of being built right now.
Wow, that's amazing.
Prior to the food truck idea, I opened up a restaurant.
Man.
Wow.
And I love people so much. What better way to meet people than feeding them? You know, and I already did everything else. I done promoted, I done passed out there. Thank you, Donna. Oh, Lord, I can sit back. Okay. That's gonna help me think better. Okay, now I can think. Now I know what I'm gonna say.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying he seen that you just trying to ease your way.
In other words, the struggle was real. Loose here.
In the field. Yeah. So I got the restaurant going. My grandson is co-owner.
That's
I
amazing.
just want to see him shine. I want to see him be the best man he can
Legacy.
be. You know?
Wow.
I just want to pass that torch.
Legacy.
I passed the torch to my daughter. She gave it back to me. So I'm passing it to my son. He can pass it to his 3 babies, you know? That torch will be passed. Oh, he's doing it. He is a beautiful, beautiful, when I say a beautiful father, a homebody person, you know, who goes to work and go home to his family, that's amazing. That's amazing. When I think about him, I forget everything else. Now, what you just ask me?
He was just asking what you was doing.
Tell the people what you doing down here.
In Houston.
I think about my grandson. I forgot all about everything else.
You think about that legacy.
That legacy. I just want to see it happen. You know, well, what mother or grandmother don't want to see they seeds of the grandbaby, the great grandbaby be successful and respectful, you know, to others, right? So I got a reality show coming. Okay. It's called, wait a minute, I got on my t-shirt. It's called Memphis Sunshine.
Wow. Okay.
Memphis Sunshine.
Because it's shining real bright here.
Oh,
it's radiant.
That's what it is.
Yeah, right there. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Memphis Sunshine. Listen, y'all. Memphis Sunshine. Reality is happening down here in Houston. She done brought Memphis down here to Houston. So we got Memphis, Houston style over here in H-Town. Listen, let me tell y'all something. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. Hanging out with my co-host, my little brother Style, Fitness Squad. And listen, Miss Sunshine, our amazing guest on tonight. We are just blessed that your presence is in the building. Listen, stay tuned. We not through. We taking a break. All right.
KOERLP 91.5 FM, Cypress, Texas.
Something serious.